One Piece chapter 1070, The Most Powerful Beings. Picking up where we left off in the last chapter, Sentomaru is down. Lucci just takes him out one attack. Now it looks like he got like kind of snuck attack, but apparently Sentomaru was ready. He had his defenses up, it just wasn't enough. So that actually made me think, apparently Sentomaru is also evolving. These last couple of years have done well for him as well. Maybe he has future sight, but just doesn't have enough defensive abilities to stop Lucci's attack. It don't matter if you can see the future of what can you do to stop it. You just see your own demise. The Marines, led by Kizaru, and this is just skipping right away to the end, are surrounding the island, further elevating the threat. I don't really see Kizaru being a threat anymore to Luffy. I don't feel like anybody's a threat to him anymore, and we'll talk about that more at the end of this. But I don't feel like the Straw Hats are going to get away unscathed either, so we'll see. Vegapunk mentioning that the Seraphim may be the most powerful beings in the history of the sea. We even hear CP0 mention that they're only kids and they're this strong, and it just gets me excited to see the future. Maybe Toki can come back, maybe she's not really gone, and she can flash us forward in the future. We can see a Super Saiyan Seraphim. That would be badass. Vegapunk goes into more detail about how he's able to copy these Devil Fruit powers, and it's a pretty satisfying answer. He's basically admitting that he can already create Zoans, but with Paramecia he had to find an alternative route, and he's used this green blood additive to make them able to use the powers of their original owners. So we all know, so Senor Pink fans, rejoice. He's still out there. He is in jail, and he probably is not going to get out anytime soon. I can't foresee any more embarrassing jailbreaks. The government could not suffer another one. Maybe when it's all over, Luffy's just going to smash Impel down. This though makes me feel like maybe we're going to see another Nika fruit, especially since Vegapunk is going with Luffy. This might, I don't know. Be on the lookout for some shenanigans. Vegapunk is, known to do scrupulous things to get what he wants for science. So, Vegapunk, I'm on to you. And finally, I want to break down the fight with Lucci. Not that it was like a super, it was awesome, but not that it was like a super tense fight. Within the fight, something happens that really changes everything for the way that Luffy works. So, Luffy right away hits Lucci right in the face with some kind of like clothesline attack into a whirlwind tornado, and then starts going so fast that he drills himself into the floor. And after Lucci comes to and climbs out of his Lucci shaped hole, it even had little holes for the flames on his tail and around. It's crazy. He dashes over, seeing Sentomaru, and Luffy, he chomps down. He just grows into a giant head, and Luffy chomps down on Lucci as he's passing, but luckily Lucci's fast enough to get out of the way in time. But Luffy turns it right around. This is like the Mask fighting right now. He just crunches all of the rubble up that he just ate and spits it at him like a machine gun, which Lucci again repels. Now this is the crazy part, when Luffy is using the transportation tubes as like a slingshot, making it stretchy and building up kinetic energy by stretching on it, and then puts on these goggles. He first manifests goggles in the air with a poof, and then puts them on for comedic effect, or for some kind of effect that's part of his powers, confirming now that he can just will things into existence. So when he was fighting Kaido, everybody was speculating, was it that he created the lightning, or did he just grab some lightning that was up? Either way, it's amazing. Grabbing lightning, to be able to grab lightning that's really fast and then keep it going while he's holding it and posing and stuff. But no, he made these goggles. It's very clear, and he very well could have made the lightning. What else can he make? He can just make whatever he wants to solve the problem. And I don't think he knows, and he's not very intuitive about what his powers really does, and I don't think he would abuse it being Luffy, but come on, anything he wants he will be able to get with his powers by manifesting it into existence. That is crazy. Also, in the middle of this fight, we see S-Bear, S-Hawk, S-Snake, and S-Shark all fighting, using their abilities, being badasses, and helping them all get away. Next week, we're gonna see, hopefully, the attempt of escape, because it looks like they're just trying to book it and get out of there. Lucci is done. He doesn't even want to fight no more. I'm sure they got embarrassed. Man, he got his ass whooped. Also, I want to mention that Luffy all of a sudden just didn't have Vegapunk's clothes on anymore. And I want to mention that because Sanji made a big deal about, hey, are you going to get these boots off us? So they're kind of like stuck on them. It's not like they are able to get them off. And Luffy just turned back into whatever he wants to wear. And that's another, he's a reality bending character now. And you know how that goes. Like if you're a fan of Marvel or DC, you know when it gets to the reality bending powers, like that's when shit just kind of gets out of control. Nobody can stop them. You know, they can just do whatever they want. They can will things into existence or will situations to be, and it's just, I don't know. Basically, I'm just trying to say that when it gets to these reality bending powers, it gets kind of dangerous. It gets dangerous. You get into that point where you're so close to where, you know, nothing really matters because nobody's going to be able to stop, you know, our main character, Luffy. Part of the appeal of all of the 1,000+ chapters of One Piece is that Luffy is a small fish in this giant ocean. He's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and he's beating bad guys, and he's taking the hits, and we see it. We see the pain. I mean, one whole episode was about the amount of pain that he goes through, the amount of suffering that he endures for his crew. So to see that aspect for Luffy just kind of go away, almost like he is fighting awakened Lucci right now, CP0, 2 years after. I mean, just ridiculously fast and dangerous, and he's just making it look like it's a cartoon, and literally because that's what his powers are, and that's just really dangerous. It's really close to that territory, which is like nothing really matters, you know, like Superman. Bro, Superman, he's never gonna die. Like, he's gonna keep going on forever. And Goku, it's not, nobody's gonna kill Goku. Nobody's gonna beat Goku. So, I don't know. I'm not saying that right now I'm not satisfied. I'm very happy. This is really cool, but getting very close. Very dangerous. So, I don't know. What do you guys think about this chapter? Let me know in the comments below. I can't wait to see Kizaru next week. That is gonna be amazing. If you haven't liked this video, subscribe already, please do, and I'll see you next week.